So in Garry's mod, one of my favorite topics for any kind of mod is realism. I like the idea of making things more realistic, whether that's graphics or effects, or maybe even animations. In fact, we've done pretty much all of this at some point or another on this channel, and I'm most likely going to make a playlist with all the realistic mods that we've done. But in today's video, we're going to focus on the effects side of things. Now, the last time I did a effects video, it didn't do too well, so I can see that most people don't really care for effects, but let's go over what this does. So this is made by Zippy. All you have to do is simply shoot, and you're going to notice those particles are going to be a bit different. Now, I am on this map, which is called a test map. It's extraordinarily laggy, so be cautious when you're on this map if you want to test on it for whatever reason. I only picked it because it has a wide range of different materials that we can test on. So first things first, you're not going to know. Wait, what are those? Those decals disappear. Alright, it's a little strange, but you're not going to notice anything with the crowbar. I was hoping it would create cool effects with the crowbar, but that is not the case. Instead, you're going to have to whip out your gat and really give that material a beating. By that, we just gotta shoot. And you'll see that when you shoot, little particles fly out. Now, I'm pretty sure this does happen in normal Garry's mod, but this is going to look even better, and there should be even more particles. So that's with stone, but what about other materials like glass? Well, as you can see, we even get little particles shooting out of the glass. I think that's so cool. And something else as well is we even get smoke. So as you like vaporize glass with like high energy projectiles, you're gonna notice like a misting effect of the glass, and that is kind of being captured here. It could also just be a natural effect of hitting any surface and it creates the smoke. But I like it. It even changes the color too. Now, unfortunately, I don't think the particles are like, you know, they're not like simulated or anything, at least not to where they stay in the world. They pretty much just disappear right after, but they serve their purpose. It's also important to note that this mod might add some slowdown to some people's games, but now we're going to try some other materials here like this, well, cactus. And the cactus is going to give you a very deep, dark color. And I think that's the effect for dirt. If we can actually go find some dirt, here we go. Yeah, yep, so here we have dirt, and we can see dirt has like a very dark, almost black, smoky texture coming out of it. But we also get the particles that fly out as well. And now we go on to wood. So with wood, well, you're gonna see splinters of wood pop out. The thing I like is that these textures aren't just the same thing recolored. They're actually, well, what you'd expect. I mean, these are little pieces of wood, and then here we have like big, more rounder chunks of concrete. Now, I don't think this changes the decals at all. I'm pretty sure this is just the particle effects, which is going to make this a very short video. But I guess we don't have a table now. Now we're gonna go on to metal, and metal is the most exciting one in my opinion, because look at those sparks. That looks pretty sweet. We get some like gray smoke, and we get some nice bright sparks. Now, what makes these sparks so special? If we can actually go into a dark area, I'll show you. Alright, so before we go into the dark room, I also wanted to test, because we have a water room here, a very dark, creepy water room. What does it look like with water? Does it change the water textures? And I don't know if that splash is new or not. Someone's gonna have to confirm that, or I guess I will after the video. But obviously, you guys came to see one thing. In fact, it's funny this is still here. I spawned this in here, even though I didn't realize I'm in a giant metal container. So, what makes these sparks so neat? They produce their own light. So, when we shoot, it'll actually light up whatever's in front of us. You can see how the light kind of moves around the object. It's much easier to see on this white metal object than it is, say, this. But for just a brief moment, we can see it does make that light, and that is really cool. So we've been doing this with a pistol so far, but the thing that's awesome is I'm pretty sure, aha! The particles you get and the size of them matters on the caliber of the weapon you're using. So we can see much more sparks and even smoke with the Magnum here, compared to the pistol where it's much smaller. So I like that. A very nice detail. In fact, that is a lot more than I thought we would get. And of course, the same applies to all the surfaces that we've been taking a look at so far. So whether it be stone, wait, what does this do? Oh, it's the same. And then obviously this door is metal. The way the sparks bounce around like that is really cool. And then of course the machine gun. This is really going to bring it out because the more bullets you fire, the more you're going to see. And then here we have some glass. Oh, that is really cool. So it's really noticeable here. Now, some might argue that the glass chunks are a little bit too big, but I like it. And the smoke is really cool too. And then last up we have dirt. And oh shit. That's okay, we can just give ourselves more ammo. And the dirt, well, again, it looks nice. It's kind of funny though, because the particles are so small for the dirt, or maybe it's just the room I'm in. It's kind of hard to see them fall, but there is a lot of them. In fact, I think it's even giving me a few FPS drops. Alright, and then we have wood. Oh yeah, look at all that wood. Now I thought because the AR2 has very specific rounds that we would get something unique from this, but honestly, not really. It really does produce the same effect as the SMG, although maybe a bit more so, but I'm not too sure if this is a higher caliber or not. Shotgun, you're going to get gobs of those lovely effects, especially when you use both barrels. Like, look at this. Look at all those particles. And of course, we do gotta test it on metal. It looks freaking sweet. So maybe you don't care too much about particle effects, but this is a very easy mod to just throw into your game and then just enjoy the upgraded effects. Now there's a lot of particle effect mods out there, so this might not be the best one, but Zippy did it and I love all of his mods, so I thought this would be perfect to showcase. But let me know what you guys think down below. What do you think about realistic mods? And if you do like them, which one is your favorite? As always, I'll put all the links down in the description. I want to thank you all so much for watching this until the end. And until next time, farewell.